Hey, Jules Plus Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. Oh my gosh, people, I was so stoked. I got a compliment. I'm not that good at taking compliments. I've gotten better at it, but when I know it's totally sincere, like a person who just wouldn't even communicate with me per se, I have to take it in. So what it was, sometimes when you're around the same people every day, they don't notice any change, right? And certainly not weight loss. And when you weigh more like I do, it takes a while for it to even be recognized. So anyway, we had a district meeting and I was put into a room with people that I haven't seen in, think about that. So we went out on the COVID almost a year ago in March. So about 10 months ago. And it was probably right before that. So yeah, about 10 months ago. And so we were in there and then I was talking to this guy and I was like, I can't put it together. There's something different. I don't know what it is. Is it your hair, your beard, your mustache? Like what? There's something different. And he was like, I don't know. I usually have my hair like this. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. There's just something. And this other person chimes in and says, well, remember those meetings we had where you had like a bucket of vegetables? She's like, I can't remember how you're eating, what that's called, but whatever it is, it's working. She's like, you leaned back to say something, and I was like, wow. And it's kind of funny because let's be fair, people can hide. You have a slim face, you're in this tiny little box, right? You can hide. But I had leaned back to make a point or something, and she was like, and I was like, right on. And I said, it's vegan, I'm plant-based vegan. But that was really fantastic. That was a God wink, what we refer to as a God wink. Yes, it came from her, but it was really God just saying, come on, Juliana. Because I was really beating myself up. But I accidentally get caught up in the calorie counting, which I absolutely did not want to do. But I am still losing my weight, and I know calories matter. And unfortunately, I'm a rule monitor. So when I was given a program that said 14 to 1600 calories, all of a sudden it just put me into a tailspin of weighing everything and checking my calories and da da da. And it wasn't really designed for that. It was really like this is kind of a idea of how many calories. So the other day I had more calories than 16 and I freaked. And then I made the next 2 days up, making sure I had exactly 150 less and 300 less so that I could, like the whole thing. And I was sorry that it kind of went in that direction. But I, know that calories do matter. I know that I am still releasing weight. And it was just God saying, don't condemn yourself. Don't throw out all your effort, over one day that exceeded your allotted calories. Because, yeah, to be fair, there's been so many times that I did not have as many calories. I just wasn't up for it. There were some times where I just didn't have fat in my food that day. But in the big picture, I've certainly maintained my healthy plant-based fats, right? Because I know it's really important for the skin and everything. So I just appreciated that girl saying that because she was so sincere and she had no idea that it was even an issue for me. And I was able to take it in and say, yay, shout out to vegan, I was so grateful. All right, so anyway, as you know, we are on day 3 of my Abraham Lincoln quotes. I'm using the icon for this video, and I think it's such an important one, again, regarding the lifestyle and food. I don't know what your challenge is in your life, but I felt that this was applicable all the way around. So it read, you cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. So evade means to like ignore, to try and get away from. We, of course, all know what responsibility is. Tomorrow, presuming you wake up, right? Some people don't. Presuming you wake up, tomorrow will ask things of you. Every single day asks something of us. And inevitably, there is that inbox that we're not sure of what will be coming. But I think about all the times that I binged and just went for broke on eating and ate with abandon, right? And thinking there would be no consequence for that act because no one in this life was really calling me on it. Some people may have been a little disappointed or whatever, but mostly no one was calling me on it. They just kind of knew that Jules loves her food. I've never been a lover of food. It's always been a love-hate relationship, and a very difficult one. Now I'm making concrete choices, and I'm really starting to enjoy the food that I'm eating, but it's still not a love relationship. And when I got married, one of the things that my husband and I had in common was food, no question. And just the other day, he was literally saying, it's just not fun anymore. I don't have any fun because there's no one to cook hamburgers for. There's no one to cook hot dogs for. There's nobody to eat, literally 4 gallons of ice cream that we can split the flavors on. He was really lamenting, and I so get that. And I know a lot of that is why he is so uptight sometimes, especially around dinner time or whatever. And I just thought, in building my tomorrow and my responsibilities of tomorrow, and in being able to answer to what will be asked of me tomorrow, I have to set the foundation today, right? Because inevitably tomorrow becomes today. There is no thing, tomorrow's not planned. There's no promise of a tomorrow. There's no actual, tomorrow does not exist but on the calendar and in our mind. We only have this moment, right? So I cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Because if I don't do my work, it's still going to be due, right? I can ignore it, but that timeline's still coming. My body and the health and the things that I put into motion, if I don't want to deal with the cancer tomorrow, if I don't want to deal with the obesity tomorrow, if I don't want to deal with the physical pain of tomorrow, I have to set in motion today the steps that are going to protect me from that, rather than attempting to evade it and thinking tomorrow will take care of itself. Tomorrow will come, but it's what I do today that's going to determine whether it's a good experience or not, largely. And of course, that doesn't go with anything that's out of our realm or out of our ability to influence. But I think you guys know what I mean. It's a good one. Thank you, Abraham Lincoln. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. I am not going to get political, but a certain someone comes to mind who may have been hoping to evade responsibility for a long, long time. And maybe they did outrun it. I don't know. But the consequence of that running is on all of us starting tomorrow. All right, my friends, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you, especially in prayer, especially with your food. If I don't have an answer to something, I will help you research it. And until we talk again, best of all, I am praying, praying, praying for everyone. And please know that you are blessed.